I'm finally back from vacation. It feels so good to be recording again. I miss you so much. Yeah, you looking through the screen right now. I'll be streaming later so we can catch up all that good stuff. But for right now, let's focus on the task at hand, which is trying to build one of the best possible teams you can make for the new TEQ Goku and Gohan. Whether you pulled this unit or not, it doesn't matter. This video is for you because one day you will end up pulling this unit and this video will be there to serve you. Now, I am a little bit late on this, so I do apologize, but I was literally on vacation. I don't know what you want me to do. And I understand that not everyone is going to have every single unit that I mentioned in this video, so at the end, I will show you a list of units you can actually replace some of the ones you don't have with, so just keep that in mind. And I do not have a subscriber challenge ready for you, actually. So what I want you to do is go to the comments and really quickly just think of a subscriber challenge, and if I like it enough, I'm going to screenshot that, give you credit, and post it for the next subscriber challenge for the next video. And I guess we can just continue doing that if you guys want, you know, participate within these subscriber challenges. So no subscriber challenge, but I will say, man, 31K is so close, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, subscribe if you're new. Let's hop straight into the video. So when it comes to the leader of this team, you're not going to be using this guy because 150, a 4-key and 150 lead is obviously really, really nice, but we've moved on from those days. So you're going to want to run one of the newer units in the game, which I understand many people probably don't have. But the Super Saiyan Goku, the STR Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan, you definitely want to run this unit as your lead. This is going to provide a 200% buff to the new TEQ Goku and Gohan. I will mention that this unit, as well as AGL Cell, should be, I think, returning for the worldwide celebration during, I think, the end of August towards September. So if you don't have them, look forward to summoning on those banners because they should return just like how the GT Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta returned last year on those banners. So just keep that in mind, all right? So you really want this guy as your leader, linked up right away as your first rotation with the new LR. These two, they're going to work very well together. They have, what, 6 out of 7 links together. The only issue with these two is that they're meant for completely different things. This unit is meant to literally obliterate and end events the moment they start. However, this unit is meant to take your time in long events specifically. So you probably want to run this Goku in slot 1 first. To go ahead and build him up and make sure you get all those super attacks. That way you can get Gohan out. And then once you do, and the beautiful thing is that this unit doesn't really change links when they transform. So, or not transform, but they switch or exchange or whatever. So once you exchange the Gohan, they're going to maintain the same exact links. And once you have this guy out, then you can do, I guess, literally whatever the heck you want. But it's just that since this unit is more of like a nuking unit, and this unit is more of like a passive, kind of like a waiting unit, it's going to be really, like, it's going to be a little weird. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's like if you're playing an event, if you put this unit slot 1, you're going to be literally just destroying everything, especially if you have a lot of links active, link level 10, all that good stuff, right? So just be wary of, you know, wary of that. If you're going to bring this guy, you're not going to activate or even see Gohan if you have this guy slot 1. So just keep that in mind. Unless you're obviously running like a really, really long event. But anyways, next rotation you want to focus on is, of course, the friend lead for the STR Goku and Gohan, linked up with INT Namek Goku. Now these two work again incredibly well together. They share 6 out of 7 links, and they're both meant for the long term. This Namek Goku's defense at start of turn is not the craziest of all time, but it's definitely not bad. With a few super attacks, you have to also keep in mind that long events are not nuking you like turn 1. So this guy's defense is perfect, you know, turn 1 for long events, because again, long events are not killing you like that or doing that much damage slot 1. So this guy's defense is going to be building up at a good pace. You still want him in slot 1 though, which is the issue. It's like, you know, this Goku / Gohan unit, they really want to take their time. They want to get as many super attacks as possible. But this Goku, you need him in that first slot in case the enemy is super attacking first, because if so, he can get 2 defensive stacks off minimum, which is going to allow him to build up his defense a lot faster. So it's like, you really have to be careful how you want to run these units, because it's like, even though they work really, really well together, these two and these two, they're meant for 2 different things. You need this guy in slot 1, where this guy is also meant to be in slot 1. And then this guy is like, you put him in slot 1, and then you can't really get Gohan out. So it's like, again, a very, very strong team here. Very, very strong, you know, 2 rotations. But again, it's like, be very careful with how you play. And make sure that you have a strategy going into whatever event you're going into, okay? But again, I mean, you have really strong units here, like defensively really OP units, and then one unit who's just going to be literally obliterating everything from turn one. So right, like from the get-go, a very, very strong team. These are going to be your two main rotations, all right? And then we move on to the last remaining 3 units of the team, right? I like to make these units support units because it's going to make these units look a lot stronger, besides, you know, them sharing every single link, or not 6 out of 7 links, and then just working really, really well together. So the first unit I would recommend is the one I already pulled up by accident, this physical Xeno Goku. This guy is going to activate again his whole passive, so it's going to make him, he's not going to be doing like incredible damage, but he'll be doing better than nothing, right? But the main thing is the 2 key and 40% to Goku's family, which these 2 units are on, and this other rotation of yours is going to be on. So imagine giving an extra 40% to this Goku / Go. It's like these units don't need it. But of course, this Goku's defense is not going to be the craziest, but every single time this unit is on rotation, his defense is going to look a lot better. Same as this guy, same as this guy, and same as this guy. So, and of course, this unit greatly stacks attack and defense every single time they super attack. So it's like, this is a very, very strong off rotation 3rd slot unit. So that way, when you're deep into events, this unit has enough defense to not make you worried. A great example of a 3rd slot unit is one who's supporting, and you don't really have to worry about dying to a specific enemy attack. This unit is specifically that guy, right? Then we have the next floating unit, which is going to be another support, the AGL Kid Gohan. Keep in mind that these 2 do not get the 200% buff, but they do not need it, all right? The 170 is definitely enough. This guy also stacks defense, so, I mean, like, it's a W either way. He's going to be really good in that 3rd slot, but he's giving 3 key and 58% defense. Imagine giving that defensive buff to Namek Goku. Definitely needs it, especially the first few turns, right? And then, you know, this new unit who can definitely use the extra defense, because this unit is more offensive based, obviously. So giving them extra defense from these supports is definitely something you really want to prioritize. So far you have 2 floating units who are going to be buffing the whole team every single time that they're available. That leaves us with only 1 more unit to fit on this team, which I would personally recommend to be the LR version Z Goku. Now this guy could definitely hold you back defensively. The 59% defense out of turn, even with the extra like attack on super, is good. He is, you know, like the 18 key is something you really want to go for, but it could be tough if you're trying to prioritize key with all these other units, right? But I mean, the support I think is going to be really, really awesome. If you can get the 18 key, great, but if not, at least he's raising defense on 12 key. Please have additionals in this guy. The more super attacks he does, the better he's going to be in terms of his defense, especially in the last slot. Again, he could get killed in the last slot, but I think if you get the 18 key off, you should be okay. Another thing I really want to mention is that this unit here, let me see here. Let me see this unit. No, okay. So this unit and this unit have all in the family, which of course is a very strong defensive link of 20% defense. So when you do have this unit on rotation, try to have this guy in slot 2 or this guy in slot 2, depending on what your rotation is. That way you'll activate the all in the family link and have it, you know, access to an extra 20% defense, which can definitely, you know, save your behind in specific events. But, you know, I do think that this unit is definitely worth putting in that 3rd slot. And that means that every single rotation that you see these guys on, they will have at least 1 support floating. The minimum you're going to get is 30% to attack and defense. The maximum is going to be 58% to defense and 3 key. But no matter what rotation you're seeing, no matter what turn, since there's 3 supports, you're going to have 3 units supporting and doing a really good job of defending in the last slot as well. Now, if you don't have any of these specific floaters, right, I would recommend, you know, this Heart Virus Goku. This guy, especially in shorter forms of content, is going to be looking very, very strong. He's not necessarily a support unit. However, I mean, he does have access now to the 200% leader skill. His defense for the first, 5 turns is disgusting. And if you fall below 59% HP, beyond 5 turns, he's still going to be looking very, very good defensively. So, I mean, he can easily get cooked in long events, but if you're below a certain amount of HP, like, again, he could look very, 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 very strong. So, I do recommend him if you have him. Or you could easily run this GT Super Saiyan Goku. He does not have access to the 200% leader skill because he's not on the Android / Cell Saga category. But this unit creating rainbow orbs is going to be amazing for this rotation specifically. Namek Goku's cool, but like you want to focus on the 12 key, not the 18 key with him anyway. So you don't really like, you shouldn't really care about this 18 key super tech, honestly, unless you want to do like more damage or whatever. But like you really want to focus on getting this 12 key off, especially in that first slot, because you know 2 defensive stacks is way better than one offensive stack. One offensive stack, sorry, and one defensive stack. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this GT Goku can definitely get the job done. Now let's just say you don't have any of these other units that I mentioned in this video so far. In terms of the Goku's family category, which, you know, the new, or kind of new, SR Goku Gohan lead. I mean, I could easily recommend this LR HL Gohan. He does have a 200% leader skill now. So his defense looks better than what it used to do. Keep that in mind. He's going to get an easy at some point. He does share 6 links with A, with B. He does share, I think, all 7 links actually with this Namek Goku. So, like, he is a really good linking partner and can get the job done. And he will have access to all the supports, right? Because this guy's Goku's family support, all type support, and then all type support. So that, you know, you're going to be good to go there. Another one I could definitely recommend is probably B Pan. She will have access to all types of support, depending on, you know, your rotations and stuff. But her damage reduction could look really, really clean. This physical, not Prime Battle, this physical SBR LR Gohan, since this whole team is built basically off Goku's family units, he will have access to his damage reduction. So, like, he could be a good defensive option in that last slot. So keep that in mind. Obviously, TEQ Ultimate Gohan can get the job done. He's not going to be, you know, on the main rotation of this team, so he won't be able to stack up defense as much as possible, right? But, you know, since he does greatly stack anyways and he guards, he should be good in that last slot. Now, the anniversary is coming up, so, like, this God Goku, he doesn't fit on the category lead, but, dude, once he gets his EZA, he's going to be virtually invincible in that last slot, so you can definitely prep him up for that right now. And then, yeah, I mean, dude, like, there's so many really strong Goku family units that you couldn't really, unless you, like, went out of your way to pick, like, a really bad unit, you really couldn't go wrong here. As long as, you know, you make sure that the last slot unit is going to be somewhat decent defensively, because the last thing you want to do is make your way through a long, difficult event, obliterating everything, and then having one of your floating units get destroyed. This unit will not get destroyed. Neither will this unit. Neither will this unit. I mean, again, he could, depending on what event you're running, but with the, like, an 18 key and then a follow-up 12 key, and then, like, I mean, all in the family active, I feel like he'll be okay, right? I feel like he'll definitely be okay. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It is good to be back from vacation. So yeah, expect more uploads, expect more streams. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for that. Take care and peace.